Something is awakening in the invisible realms, chosen one. What has long been gathering strength while you were fighting your quiet battles, while you questioned your own worth, while you wondered if anyone could truly see what you've had to endure, is now stirring. All this time, the universe has been weaving a grand design around your pain, your growth, and your relentless thirst for truth, despite the price you've had to pay. Right now, powerful forces are aligning on your side. This is not the kind of support you'd expect from friends or family. No, it runs deeper than blood ties, more strategic than coincidence. There are people in positions of immense influence who are quietly watching your path. And with each step, they grow more impressed. They see that you didn't break where others would have given up. They see how your deepest wounds have turned into wisdom, the kind that lights the way for those still lost in the dark. The energy around you is shifting at an unprecedented speed. What once felt like an endless struggle is about to reveal its true purpose. Every betrayal that left you bleeding, every moment you stood alone against seemingly impossible odds, every time you chose growth over comfort, it was all preparation for what's coming. The universe doesn't assign small missions to its chosen ones, and your mission is about to unfold in a way that will leave you breathless. But first, you need to understand something. The recent awakening in your soul was no accident. This sudden clarity about your path, this unshakable sense that everything is about to change. It's not just a dream, not a spiritual escape. You've started to receive revelation from above because you've finally reached the purity required for that kind of communication. Years of inner work, the refusal to let bitterness poison your heart, the ability to hold on to hope when your mind begged you to give up. All of it raised your vibration to a level where you could be heard. This isn't about someone from your past returning to say they're sorry, though some of them are in your orbit. No, this is a different level of being entirely. Someone whose resources can shift the course of many lives. A person whose voice carries weight in the rooms where society is reshaped. Their internal compass points toward those who embody the change they want to see in the world. You drew their attention not with self-promotion or connections, but through the sincerity of your transformation. In a world full of performative spirituality and manufactured motivation, true evolution shines like a beacon. Your willingness to face your shadows, to break generational chains that kept your family in fear and limitation, to choose healing over vengeance. All of it created a resonance around you that draws powerful allies like a magnet. Your benefactor sees something in you that you may not have realized yet. They understand that you're suffering every time you chose love over hate, growth over stagnation, truth over convenient lies. You were writing a new story, not only for yourself, but for everyone connected to your energetic field. These waves of influence have not gone unnoticed by those who know how to see them. There are people whose mission is to find and support those capable of becoming catalysts for positive change. And now, you lead their list. The support coming to you is neither mercy nor pity. It's an investment in your mission. They know the unique blend of your wounds, wisdom, and resilience. The perfect foundation for what can change thousands, maybe even millions of lives. They see how your very presence can change others' perceptions, turning despair into hope. But with this rise comes a downside. Not everyone around you will welcome your ascent. Your elevation threatens those who have grown accustomed to your struggle, who have built their roles around being needed by you, or feeling superior against the backdrop of your hardships. These forces of resistance may wear familiar faces. Family who always considered themselves your advisors. Friends used to your problems because it gave them a sense of importance. Even structures and organizations that survive by keeping the truth in the shadows. Your evolution disrupts their usual order, and they won't give up without trying to keep you down. This is where the true power of your unseen allies reveals itself. They don't just have finances, though those are considerable. They possess social, political, and legal influence capable of neutralizing any threat precisely. When someone tries to discredit you, block your path, or sabotage your progress, they will realize they underestimated the forces behind you. This support system is built like a perfect strategic campaign. Every potential risk accounted for, every vulnerability protected, every possible blow calculated in advance. While you were doing your inner work and healing your soul, entire networks of influence quietly rearrange themselves to clear your path. But their help goes beyond protection from external enemies. Your benefactor understands that true strength comes when the roots of problems are healed, not just the consequences removed. They are ready to provide you with resources that will touch not only your ancestral wounds, but also the communities you will impact through your mission. This is not just personal support. It's systemic change disguised as a personal blessing. What is coming will exceed your boldest expectations. This is not about minor relief or temporary success. It's a complete transformation of your entire life. Your inner wounded child, accustomed to disappointment and surviving in a world hostile to its sensitivity, will experience safety for the very first time. The hypervigilance that kept you on edge for years will begin to dissolve. If your mission is to help people break free from cycles of pain and violence, soon you will receive platforms, funding, and legal support, capable of turning personal healing sessions into a movement that changes society. If your goal is creativity that awakens consciousness, resources and opportunities will come to you to spread your light on a scale you once only dreamed of. Your patron understands a law that almost no one else grasps. Investing in true transformation yields exponential returns. Every person you uplift becomes a catalyst for others. Your healing becomes healing for entire communities. Your breakthrough becomes a collective breakthrough. Your freedom becomes a path for those still in chains. But be ready. Before resistance disappears, it will intensify. People and systems used to your struggle won't want to let go of control. They will try to make you doubt your worth, your readiness, your right to accept such support. Resistance will show up on several levels. On the surface, there will be obvious attacks from those whose power relies on your former weakness. They might try to discredit you, spread rumors to make others doubt your sincerity and dignity. They understand that your transformation destroys their role as gatekeepers and won't surrender without a fight. More insidious is the position of those who seem to support you externally, but whose actions slow your growth. These are people unconsciously invested in your struggle because your hardships gave them a sense of significance. They offer advice that keeps you stuck, help that makes you dependent rather than free. The most dangerous force of resistance is systems and structures built on hiding the truth. If your mission threatens their interests, if you expose abuse, deception, or corruption, you'll see their response is precise and coordinated, almost supernatural. Their influence permeates laws, media, social institutions, creating an illusion of invulnerability. But this is exactly when the true power of your unseen allies emerges. They prepared for this resistance long before it arose. Every opponent's move has been calculated. Every tactic met with a counter-resource. Any story they try to create will be instantly balanced by another truth. Your patron reached their position for a reason. For decades, they studied power, how information moves, and how perception of reality forms in layers invisible to ordinary people. They mastered the very systems your enemies think they control. And now, their full support will show like never before. You might have expected help in kind words or gentle assistance, but what comes will resemble the protection of a mighty parent, standing firmly behind their child. Legal teams will appear when needed. Public opinion will start shifting in your favor. Financial barriers will vanish as if they never existed. And most surprisingly, you will learn your patron is not alone. They are part of a whole network of people who have long awaited the arrival of those like you. This is not a secret conspiracy in dark rooms, but souls who came into this world with a clear mission, to support catalysts of change when they reach the point of activation. Each brings unique resources and skills. Some influence media, changing public opinion in a single day. Some are connected to educational institutions and can introduce new knowledge. Some have political ties to remove restrictions on your work. Together, they form a support infrastructure that seems almost supernatural in its cohesion. And this organization did not emerge by chance. It has been prepared for generations. They accumulated wealth, built connections, and honed their skills, not for personal gain, but for a mission they only fully understood now. You will begin to notice astonishing coincidences that will seem like magic. Doors will open at the perfect moment. Resources will appear exactly when you need them. The right people will come with clockwork precision. This is no accident, but a carefully orchestrated symphony. What will amaze you even more is that some of these people have influenced your life from afar for many years. Opportunities that seemed natural may have been prepared by them. Obstacles that vanished on their own were perhaps removed by unseen hands. But know this, every victory, every step of growth was always your choice. Your development was never directly controlled. What your invisible allies did was create the conditions for your true power to flourish. You were never being rescued. You were being prepared. The universe does not invest such resources merely for your comfort. It's all for a mission that will yield immense benefits for all humanity. Your childhood dreams, which once seemed too bold to be real, were not fantasies, but harbingers, visions that came to you in meditation, grand in scale. It wasn't the voice of ego, but fragments of your true destiny. And that certainty that you were always meant for something greater. That was the truth preparing you for this moment. Anyone who told you to be realistic, to lower your expectations, to accept limits, was unknowingly serving an old paradigm that your emergence is destined to break. What once seemed unrealistic to a mindset rooted in fear and scarcity becomes inevitable when you are backed by forces of abundance and strategic support. Your transformation will not be hidden. It will not be a quiet victory known only to you. It will be a demonstration of what is possible for anyone who refuses to let circumstances dictate their fate. Your success will inspire those still stuck in old cycles and serve as a warning to systems accustomed to keeping people small. But the most astonishing thing is your patron asks for nothing in return. No hidden conditions, no debts, no invisible chains. The only thing they expect from you is to become your fullest self. They know true transformation cannot be controlled. It can only be supported by giving it space to unfold naturally. This faith in you is not based on words, but on reading your energy. Your allies have seen how you conduct yourself, in strength and in weakness. How you treat those who can help and those who cannot. How you manage resources, whether abundant or scarce. Your consistency has convinced them that by empowering your influence, they serve a higher good. This support will create a field of grace around you. Synchronicities will multiply. Obstacles will dissolve with greater ease. Opportunities will arrive with perfect precision. But this is not passive magic. It is the result of powerful people consciously clearing the path for you, removing barriers and creating a space where your strength can emerge without interference. You are never meant to walk this path entirely alone. Soon you will understand. Your exile from the familiar world was not a punishment, but preparation. Every moment of solitude, every night when it seemed no one saw your pain, that was the time when your strength and purity of heart were being formed. Your nervous system, long stuck in survival mode, will begin to rewire itself. What once felt normal, anxiety, tension, a constant readiness for attack, will begin to fade. As true safety replaces fear, as abundance takes the place of lack, as isolation gives way to support. Your body and soul will experience a shock. Waves of emotion will rise to the surface as decades of inner tension begin to dissolve. This inner shift will mirror the outer changes. The person you were will not vanish, but will integrate with the parts of you that have been waiting for the right conditions to emerge. Your inner child, who learned to shrink to avoid being hurt, will begin to take up space freely. The part that sought to earn love and recognition will, for the first time, understand what unconditional support feels like. And the part that had learned to doubt its worth will realize it was right all along. The intuition you were told to ignore will prove to be your truest guide. The dreams that once seemed naive will turn out to be prophetic. Your sensitivity, once called a weakness, will become your greatest gift. This internal transformation will make your energy felt by those around you. People will sense the shift, sometimes painfully. Those accustomed to limitation and fear will face a living example that liberation is possible. And those who built their identity on struggle will witness that it's possible to move beyond pain without losing compassion. This rewiring is necessary so you can hold the responsibility that will come with your new power. Your choices, your words, your actions will impact many lives, even generations ahead. Your life will become living proof. True evolution is rewarded by the universe. All the ancestral chains you've broken were not just family karma. They mirrored the collective shadows of humanity. Your personal healing became a contribution to the greater evolution. Now you begin to receive support that matches the unseen work you've already done. This is not payment. It is amplification of your capacity to serve at an even higher level. Every pain that once wounded you was actually preparing you to expand. Every betrayal taught you to discern true loyalty. Every loss revealed what truly matters. Every moment of despair taught you how to find light in total darkness. No trial was ever random. It was all part of a meticulously crafted school of life, so you could carry a responsibility that requires extraordinary resilience. The protection now surrounding you extends beyond the physical world. While you think of money, logistics, or projects, the higher aspects of your soul are already shielded from any energetic attack, manipulation, or spiritual pressure. Your unseen